So I was a FNAF fan. Like, I was a fan of the games growing up. I don't know if I'd say growing up necessarily, because I mean, when they started coming out, I was already, in my tens. When was the first FNAF movie that came out? I'm already like going off on tangents because that's just kind of what I do. The first one came out in 2014, so I would have been 12 turning 13. So, I was pretty young. I fit the demographic right away, and I was into the games as soon as they came out. It was a big deal. So they have been talking about a FNAF movie, or there have at least been talks about a FNAF movie for years now. I would say since like the second one came out, there was talks about it. It says here that in April of 2015, Warner Bros. Pictures announced it had acquired the film rights to the FNAF series. So they were going to make one in 2015. So it's only been, like 7 years since the original talkings. Throughout the years, there's been more talks. Like, Scott Cawthon's been talking about it. Everyone's been talking about it. There were talks of Blumhouse doing it. Like, lots of talks, but no action getting done, really. So we are finally getting our hands on the FNAF movie. And I gotta say, it looks promising to an extent. Does it look like it's gonna follow much of the video game story? Maybe a little bit. It seems like it's definitely going to do its own thing with the story. I mean, I guess the basis of the movie is the same, but like the story of the kids and stuff, I don't know. We'll be getting into it. Don't worry about that. So we are going to be looking at the Wikipedia page for this right away, of course, as we always do. So the premise: Mike Schmidt, a troubled security guard, accepts a nighttime job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a once successful but now abandoned family entertainment center, where he discovers its 4 animatronic mascots, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, move and kill anyone that is still there after midnight. Oh, so he discovers them. He discovers them moving. The way that sentence is done, it's just too much. Where he discovers its 4 animatronics move and kill anyone that is still there after midnight. So the premise is goofy, but that's literally what happens in the game. So that's to be expected. That's really all we have for a premise on the Wikipedia page here. Like, that's about it. Let me see. Apparently Scott Cawthon said in 2018, so this is also a while ago, said if the first film is successful, there could be a second and third film following the events of the second and third games. Interesting concept. I don't know what you would... I guess you could do up to 3. You could not do 4, because 4 is literally just a kid at his house having nightmares. That's like pretty much it. So let's look at the cast right quick before we get into the trailer here. So we have Josh Hutcherson as the main. He is Mike Schmidt. We have Elizabeth Lail as Vanessa Shelley. That name doesn't ring a bell from the series. Piper Rubio as Abby Schmidt, so I'm assuming Mike Schmidt's sister. Matthew Lillard is in this movie as William Afton, the fucking purple guy. That's pretty fucking dope. Matthew Lillard, I guess Josh Hutcherson is also kind of a big deal. Those are really the main 2 stars of the movie, Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard. Josh Hutcherson, of course, was in like Hunger Games. I didn't really care about that. I'm over here like, man, this dude was in Zathura and Bridge to Terabithia. That's all I care about from Josh Hutcherson. Matthew Lillard, of course, he was in Scream. He was Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo live-action movies. He was in a lot of the early 2000s, like, sex comedy dealios. He's been all around, so decent enough cast. I mean, you have 2 big names and some other names that I've never personally heard of, but we'll see. It seems like it's going to be an interesting movie at the very least. I'm happy it's like a big budget production movie, like it is produced by Blumhouse, so that's good. You can really say what you want to say about the Blumhouse movies, honestly. Like, they are very hit and miss. I don't care much for modern horror, if I'm being entirely honest. I don't really like modern anything, if I'm being entirely honest. Modern horror especially, though, is just... so cheesy, so corny, so boring for the most part. I can see this movie being jump scare heavy because that's literally what the game was. If it's not full of jump scares, then I don't know what the point of the movie is. And that's really all modern comedy is to an extent nowadays. So I don't know. I'm not excited for it to be a modern, basic horror movie, but I'm hoping the story is at least interesting enough for me to continue watching. And even, if a sequel comes out, maybe if this movie's good enough, I'll watch that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not. My hopes aren't too low for this. With that said, there is 2 trailers going on here. So there's a first trailer, but then there's like an ultimate trailer. The first trailer, I believe, is more of like a teaser type dealio. But we're gonna watch both. What is going on here? Oh, my music was playing there for a sec. If you heard that, that's exactly what that was. That was my music. So we have the trailers pulled up. We have the first one. So we're going to start at the first one and go from there. So, put my music on again. Don't want to listen to Silverchair right now. So let's go. Is that Josh?
I was just calling to see if that job
Yes, it is Josh.
still available.
The security.
I will take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. They shut it
So it looks like Matthew Lillard is going to be featured prominently, which makes me happy.
I will work and you will sleep.
I understand.
So his sister is a big part of the movie. That's not true to the game. Not necessary, I don't think. But we'll see. Producer of Megan, that's always a good sign, because that movie was fantastic.
Just keep your eyes on the monitor.
He's got the monitors.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's, where fantasy
Ooh,
and fun
80s
come
nostalgia stuff. Oh my god. Who the fuck is that? That's not an animatronic. Unless it is.
New security guard.
Imagine.
Help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
It's a cop. Oh, the cop lets him know about the animatronics. The animatronics look fucking dope. They would be easy to do realistically, but like they look dope. Oh my god. Ow. My ears. Oh, this looks kind of sick though. It's weird that I haven't seen the trailers up till this point, but I haven't.
The police searched Freddy's.
That looks like Jennifer Lawrence. I know it's not, but it looks like it is.
They never found
Fucking Hunger Games, big time over here.
That's why the place shut down.
Oh.
There are ghost children possessing.
I wonder how much of the animatronics moving we actually get to see.
Technically, they're
I'm going to be interested to see that. And I wonder how much of it's practical versus CGI. That's another thing that'll be interesting to see.
Tell me how to stop them.
So there's legitimate kids in the suits. Weird. Oh. This is like really like typical modern horror movie trailer where it's just like image, 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 image. Okay.
Where to?
That guy's a YouTuber, I think. I think I read that. Okay, so Freddy likes the girl. That's good to know. I think that's probably going to be like her main point, her main gimmick in the movie, that she's the reason that Josh Hutcherson doesn't literally die, unless he does. So that was the first trailer. I'm trying to check here. Additional gaming YouTuber Corey X Kenshin has a cameo appearance as the taxi driver. I don't think I've ever watched any of his movies, but or any of his YouTube videos, I should say. He was ranked the 4th top creator in the US in 2021. How have I never heard of him then? He's 30 years old. What does he do? He is a Christian. He has ectodermal dysplasia. Oh, what the fuck? What is that? He has anxiety and depression. Okay. I'm not going to say that's cool. He played the FNAF games. Okay. He probably played them like at the time. Okay. There's a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. They got a YouTuber to star in it. But it's not the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. They didn't get my man Mark. if he doesn't show up at all, I'm going to be very upset. Honestly, I will boycott this movie and this franchise and Blumhouse as a whole if Markiplier does not show up even a tiny bit in this movie. Because if it wasn't for him, fucking hot topic, hot statement. What's the word I'm looking for? Something. Bold statement. I don't know. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but I'm not getting it. If it wasn't for Markiplier, nobody would give a fuck about FNAF anymore. That's just, I said it. I'm going to continue saying that. I agree with that. Nobody would care if it wasn't for Markiplier. He really got the series on the map. There was other people doing the videos on it. I get it. But like, he was like one of the very first. Like, he's the fucking king of Five Nights at Freddy's. How do you not get him for the taxi driver role? Ridiculous. Anyway, we're on to the second trailer before I get too mad about Markiplier potentially not being in the movie. Starting my music again. My bad. Okay, second trailer. Let's go. I don't know how much of the second trailer is going to be the same as the first trailer, but I guess we'll see. We got some stages. We got some rooms. That doesn't look like anything that was in the game. Coins. Wait, people are raiding the fucking place? What? Oh, what's in the closet, bro? You better find out. You better open that damn thing. What the fuck in there? Nothing. You're good. Oh, you're not good. Chica's about to butt fuck you, bro. Chica's gonna peg you. Oh, the cupcake. The cupcake got in on the pegging. Okay. So this is stuff we saw in the first trailer. Not much different here. Oh, I fucking love Matthew Lillard. Love him.
Welcome to Freddy's.
She said the Balloon Boy thing. She literally sounded just like Balloon Boy. What the fuck?
Foxy.
Ooh, Foxy.
Chica. And Freddy.
They look so good. Look at them. That's beautiful.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah, we get it. 80s. Welcome to modern horror movies. This is just it, but with animatronics.
Police searched Freddy's.
So...
They never found the kids.
It's because the kids are in the suits, bro. Get used to it. Is the kids' body supposed to be in the suits, or is it like their souls? I kind of forget how that works. Okay, well, a hand reached out. So, I guess the kids are just in there. Alive. Just chilling inside the suits. Not making any noise.
Too late. He's coming.
Oh, he's coming. Fucking Springtrap? Well, I guess that's... I'm trying to remember the story of the fucking first one. Springtrap's not in the first one. But that's like Purple Guy. That's like William Afton. It's like Matthew Lillard. I'm really trying to really remember the first game. It's been a while since I've played them. But like, I know that essentially Matthew Lillard's character, William Afton, took these kids, killed these kids, stuffed them in suits, and then they made him get in the suit, the Springtrap suit, the one that like it rips him. I don't know. I'm probably explaining that all sorts of fucking wrong. But based on everything I've seen here, based on the trailer, the Wikipedia, it seems like it's going to be a fine movie. It might not be like the greatest movie, but I'm definitely interested. I don't know why he has his sister. I don't know why that needed to be a thing. Kind of a bit set off by that. I am happy to see here, though. I was looking at the screenplay is partially written by Scott Cawthon, so that's good. I think they might have just given him the credit, seeing as, you know, he made the game and they're basing it off the game. He might not have had anything to do with actually writing the screenplay, but either way, I feel like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be okay. I'm definitely interested. So I guess we'll see. The movie comes out on October 27th, 2023, so just at the end of this month. So I guess watch it when it comes out. I will hopefully be going to the theaters to see it.